Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also want to give double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yahshua, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as unto the hopeful elect, which are the men out there teaching this truth and sincerity, alright, through the spirit of YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nation, but are of the nation of Israel on their father's side by blood. And this is all fair use, fair use, fair use. I was just watching this video, Salakia, for the unit in the back. Lord willing, I'm gonna try to speak loud enough so I can be heard, because it just seemed like every time I go to want to do a lesson down here, then all of a sudden that wants to kick on. And so we're gonna make this loud. I guess it'll pick that up too, but I'm closer. But yeah, just getting to this video, I'm gonna kind of skip around, you know, get some precepts as I go. I definitely thought of one. Well, actually, I thought of a couple. Got this one for sure, and then I think it's in two spots. Okay. And a beast and a nope. All right, let me see. Let me double check. Ecclesiasticus, yeah. But yeah, watching that video, pretty much, you know, got a bunch of, you know, as we know, you know what I'm saying, even thinking about the passport bros and all of that, as they mentioned in that video, and just men in general, just at the end of the day, tired of women bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Tired of women bullshit. I forget, somebody has said, like, at the end of the day, men just want peace, and that's all we want. We are oh yeah, of course it's in this chapter. This chapter goes in, especially the next one. But yeah, we just want peace, man. And it's got to the point, you know, even though it got to the point where this is Isaiah 13 and 12. It got to the point where the tables is turned for the most part, and that just also goes to show you the downfall of this society, man. All right, it was, you know, putting women on a pedestal, treat a woman how she supposed to be treated, happy wife, happy life, all of that bullshit. But when it all comes down to it, when the lights go out, then what? You know what I'm saying? And that's the time that we're coming into. What I mean by the lights going out, I mean there is no jobs where you gotta you gotta be mighty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some testosterone about yourself, and that's men to men and men to women. All right. And what women are coming to realize is they ain't as, like he said in this video, they ain't as they all ain't 10s, man. Y'all all ain't 10s. And y'all 10s after y'all put y'all makeup on. Oh, I'm 10 without a makeup. Without makeup. Okay, congratulations, man. All right, good job. Now what? Now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? All right. Because if you ain't out there, if you a woman and you ain't serving YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI, it's not gonna be pretty for you in the times that we coming in. Okay, we talking about famine. We talking about pestilence. We talking about violence, man. All right, prophesied. It said, the scriptures say the love of many shall wax cold. All right, shall wax cold, and that you got that point, man. All right, and meaning people don't give a damn about the next man. They ain't no more neighbors for the most part. All right, and a lot of this society fallen. Well, women had their power with this beast, for lack of better words. You know, with Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, he put women up on these pedestals. He decided to put them in a workforce and take them out the homes. He decided to give them, put them above men. I'll just say it like that in case they try to flag me for some hate crime or whatever. You know, he decided to bring in disorder, man. YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI deals with order, and that's what's wrong with this world. That's why the children is all messed up, because the women is all messed up, and the women is all messed up because they try to be the man. And you got some men that's messed up too. All right, but this is what the Lord said about men. Okay, it's Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And this is speaking about a man of the Lord. All right. The apostle Elder Tahar keeps on putting videos out speaking about Isaiah the 4th chapter. All right. And that's the times that we're coming into. Women are even more accepting of it, even though they try to hold on to their tradition. I'm not going to call it nature. I'm going to call it their tradition. Yeah, all right? Their tradition of women, if you will. Just like the scriptures speak about the tradition of men. You know, that's a part of it, because it's men that put them in that place. It's men that put them on that pedestal. But it's also a lot of men who coming out of that mindset, because this place is fucking falling. All right? So I'm going to just skim through it, find some points. It is one for sure I wanted to find.
Your wives have gone insane. Your wife is probably between the age of 35 and 45. She has no libido. Don't matter. Let's take...
and adjusted their search radius accordingly.
Okay, so let's discuss the old age question. Does body count matter? Let's take males out of this equation completely, which to them, a lot of them, it still does matter. Let's just discuss female and the role that we play in this and why it matters to us. So we release a chemical, and this chemical is a love hormone. Every single time we have a new partner, we get attached to them, whether or not we choose to or not, because that's just how our body works. Men don't have this. So every single time we're having a new sexual partner, we're attaching ourselves emotionally to them without really wanting to, or it's just something that we can't control. So imagine the higher your body count, you're getting attached to all of these people, and it's going to affect how you attach to someone in the future, because if you have a high body count, you're emotionally less available.
The aggressive finger pointing and performative hand gestures have become a universal signal. Substance is low, volume is high. It's body language compensating for an argument that isn't there.
Yeah, so as she was saying, man, you know, damn, I might as well get this. Yeah, the more they sleep, the more men that they sleep with, the more they become attached to those men and become even of those men. So the people in the future, the men you meet in the future, they're gonna have to pay for that, because you've been hurt and you got part of this guy's DNA all up in your part of your DNA. So you acting like him and you acting like them, and them being him and them, that the other ones that you slept with. All right, and what it is we're realizing. All right, you know, I would say the world is realizing that it's not all what it's cracked up to be when it comes to women. All right, it's just not all they're just superficial. All right, they're selfish. Okay, and they're not thinking about preserving a generation, preserving a nation. All right, they're just thinking about their next dopamine hit, man. All right, so this is what is this, Sirach 25 and 15, 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. All right, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. And that too, all of them mean mugging and twisting up the nose and the face, and you know, looking you up and down like they better than you and all that. And nigga ain't trying to be around all that. You know, nigga is not trying to be around all of that twisting. What's wrong with you? Nothing. What the fuck you mean nothing? I can hear it in your voice. All right, go up to 13. What does it say? Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Right? Because the scriptures say what? From the let me see if I can from the woman cometh wickedness and we all die. Very roughly paraphrasing, man. Let me see if I can find that. I was trying to read these other ones too. This is I don't know where it's at. I thought that was it, Salakia. But I mean, you had to search for it, Salakia, for that. But I was reading these other ones too, right? It says 19, all wickedness is but little all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. And that's what happens is we've been taught in this society that you're supposed to worship the women, bow down to the women, and kneel to the women, and submit to the woman, and do whatever the woman wants, so on and so forth. Well, that's what happens, man. The sinner will fall upon her, man. All right, because he don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of YAHWASHI to avoid that situation. Okay, and that's what you know. We read these scriptures and we understand. We read scriptures like this and we like, okay. We also read the scriptures say, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman." You know, oh, that's the spirit. It's right here. It says, verse 21, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure." Because that's how I was growing up. I seen a woman with a nice ass body, you know, and a decent little face, and I'm just chasing for that. Not realizing I should have been vetting her crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what she got to offer, what she got to bring to the table. And that's what we come to. We come to the part where men are realizing what you got to bring to the table. Now, a woman can say, I make this and I make that. And okay, cool. I got this box. Okay, cool. I can go get box from another woman. Or I can cook too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got money, I got money. You got box, I can go get some box from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I need you to submit. You know? I need you to submit. Now, it ain't no crazy, like we always joke about kicking the door, bitch, where my sandwich type of vibe. Nah, man, just be compatible. Shit, through the spirit, man. All right? But as the scripture says, if a woman is pleasing to dwell with thee, you know, then let her dwell. All right? But we know them loud-ass, clamorous women that we talking about. All right? Proverbs 9:13, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. So she's going to run her mouth as much as she can. Not even as much as you let her, because even if you walk away, she's still going to run her mouth. If you hang up, she's going to call you back. If you stop replying, she gonna send you many messages. She gotta run her mouth. She just gotta get her shit off, right? Go to 18. Wait, where is it at? 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. I just want to be chill. I'm just chilling, you know. But a woman that's full of words is like a elderly man climbing up a sandy way. Okay. Think of somebody, especially in this society, a motherfucker that's 60. A lot of motherfuckers that's 60, 50s, bodies is breaking down. Shit, even my body breaking down. The food we consume, the air that we breathe. All right, you really got to take care of yourself. You know, you really got to eat better. You really got to work out, keep your body moving. It's nothing different than that chain that can rust on that bike. All right, you go to try to, oh man, I ain't rode this in 10 years. It's all rusted and shit, and you can get the, you know, fuck around and snap on you. All right, that's our joints in our body. We got to keep them oiled, man. All right, keep them joints oiled. Your fish oils and your healthy fats from avocados and olive oil, not them fucking French fries. All right, I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with French fries here and there, but I'm getting to the point where I make them myself, man. All right, cut me up some potatoes, give me some olive oil, go and throw them in the air fryer or the oven or something. You know, it says what else is in here? A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence. Yeah, and that's the thing too. A lot of women take care of men. All right, a lot of women take care of men, and that's why a lot of men recommend what? Hey, have your own this, have your own that, so on and so forth. All right. There it go. Call all YAHWASHI. Yes. Verse 25, Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Salaki, it says, of the woman came the beginning of sin. Speaking of Eve. Eve, she went off. She listened to the serpent, just as our women listen to the serpent, aka Esau. They'll rather side with the government or side with the ops, you know, the enemy, our enemy. Okay, Esau, Edom. They'll rather side with them and trust in their ways, right, than to listen to us, man, to follow us, to support us. But they'll support Esau because Esau gonna put them on that pedestal, give them that power, and take care of them. You're not independent. You're dependent on him. Okay? It says, and through her we all die. That was the start of it, man. Because what did she do? She went and listened. She disobeyed Adam. You know what I'm saying? Disobeyed the Most High. Went and listened to Esau, or went and listened to the serpent, which was an actual man, by the way. Alright? She went and listened to him, which is pretty much representing another nation. She was living another way, according opposite of what the way she was taught. Alright? Just like our women twerking on the fucking net all day. That's not of our nature, going back to our history, man. Our women was chaste. Women was chaste. You know, but a lot of things that our women have now, they've learned from the heathen. Alright, we went through the Greek Empire. We went through the Roman Empire. You know, and all of that is reincarnated just as the same people are reincarnated, man. Alright, so through her we all die. That's why I say she's not worried about sustaining a generation or a nation. Alright, she just worried about what she can get out of the deal and her next dopamine hit. It say, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Because they always want to be out. They always want to be together. The little girls trips and go on the club nights and slumber part. All of that dumb shit, man. Sit your ass down. Alright? Bring something to the table. You know? Bring something to the table. I wanted to get what was it? Okay, let me see what else they got up on here. I'm just skimming through.
Don't want to get laid because I made a video saying that women need to sleep around more, parenthesis, because you need to discover that SD ain't that special. Anyway, but like, if you sleep around more men get laid, right? And there are still men in the comment section going, don't listen to her, girls. Don't listen to her. And it's like, sir, are you trying to keep your homeboys to yourself, or what's going on? You're talking.
Yeah, that's a stupid question and a stupid thought. You know, it's a stupid question and stupid. What do you mean? No, they're just letting the women know that ain't what we want. Just like all of the weave shit and the eyelashes and all of the nails and all. We don't care about that. All right, we do not care about that. Because what are you without that? What if you don't have it? Because there is going to come a time where all of this hair getting done and nails getting done and makeup being put on and smelling like the newest perfume and wearing this bag and all of this weaving, y'all going to show y'all true continents. Y'all true selves is going to be revealed. Alright? It's going to be like fucking Scooby-Doo show. Alright? Y'all going to be unmasked. That's stupid. But yeah, she's telling women to go sleep around more. Men don't want women with a high body count. You know? In this day and age, women are like food. We just take the best of the worst.
Hundreds of you guys, I've realized something that I need to get off my chest. It is the men who are actually trying to save the relationships here, not the women. And what's crazy is that most of the women I've actually talked to and had consultation with tell me that their husbands are the ones sending them my videos, and that says everything. 70 to 80% of divorces are filed by women. That is not.
There you go. Another disorder. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bill of divorce. I think it's 22. Come on. Well, hey, the Lord gave us a bill of divorce because we went and played the harlot. You know? We went after these other nations and these other gods, and the Lord wasn't having that, man. The Lord wasn't having that. I believe it's down here. 22 and 20. I'm mad that that's the only scriptures coming up that say divorce. Oh, it's 24. God, that makes sense. Why I ain't come up with the rest of them? This is Deuteronomy 24 and 1. It says, when a man have taken a wife and marry her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her. Like what? committing adultery, right? Then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. Why? Because he gave her a bill of divorcement. You're no longer attached to me, right? And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and sendeth her out of his house, of it the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. Again, that she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord YAHWASHI, and thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord YAHWASHI thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. And there we go. You know, to keep that all of that BS out of question, to keep things in order, man. You know, you got a woman, you get rid of her, she marries somebody else, he don't like her, and that's what we have nowadays. Like I say, it's the best of the worst. You'll be lucky if you find a virgin. You know, that's why the Lord told old girl, he said, you have many husbands. You know, a woman tell you she's talking to this guy, she's single, she's this, she's that, and at the end of the day, they just want to try to control the narrative and mingle, man. You know, so I just wanted to get into that real quick. You know, at the end of the day, this society's breaking down and their power is breaking down with it. But as you can see, the law of divorce, it doesn't say anything. You can keep reading about this. It's not going to say anything about a woman divorcing a man. You know, but in this society, look, 70 to 80, that's why the Lord didn't give them that type of power to make those type of decisions. All right? Like the scriptures say, he didn't impart them with wisdom. That's why it's up for the man to lead, man. Like your brother Ra'ai went into the word Abba, meaning I and Ba. I is Allah, which is power, and Ba is short for Bayat. He's the power of the house, right? Ama, I meaning power, or going back to Allah meaning power, and then the Ba meaning Salakia, the Ma meaning short for Mayim, the water. She keeps it flowing, man. All right, he sets the order and she follows it and keeps everything flowing. As simple as that. That's how the Lord thinks. That's how the Lord operates, right? But as you have it, these other nations throughout history has twisted and perverted the ways of nature. Okay, but now we at the point where, hey, go fuck it, do what you want to do. All right, but if you want to receive salvation, you got to repent and serve YAHWASHI according to His will. A lot of women want to be with men according to their own will and their wants. Well, it ain't like that when it comes to the Lord. And that's for the men and the women. You can't serve the Lord how you want to serve the Lord. You read this book and you learn how to serve the Lord, man, in truth and sincerity. All right? Starting out with that, you know, having faith, starting out with that. All right? So we got to keep that in our minds, man. Okay? So yeah, I mean, you can watch that video. It's a little more to it, some other stuff in there, but at the end of the day, you know, yeah, it's just at the point where men just tired and fed up with that dumb shit. You know, we're realizing y'all are not the prize. I'm gonna end it on that. With that being said, call all y'all by YAHWASHI. Also want to give double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone once again. Blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.